Good morning, everyone. This is MVL Premier League Season 21. The final match is between Elite 11 MVL and second innings DC. This is Sam, your commentator. Here goes the first ball. A good shot and going on the leg side. The runs on the board immediately. A very good effort by the bowler. A little wider, there's some movement for the bowler. Good bounce as well. Good start of the match, only a couple of runs so far. A little more wider, it goes straight to mid-off. It's a beautiful day here at Raghavendra Sports Estate. Defended nicely. This time he will get a single. Just a nice tap to long on. The striker was Jagdish. The day seems to be good. No chance of a rain. It would be cloudy though. And for this, Elite 11 won the toss and opted to bat first. What a shot! It's high in the air, over the head of the mid-off fielder. Will it run for the boundary? No. It's not enough punch in the shot. Sajjan is off the mark with a couple of runs. Good over by Raj Thakur. Elite 11, 5 for no loss. Beautiful day today. All the matches were cancelled last week because of the storm, and it was pouring. Good to see the sun is coming out exactly after a week. It was a little bit sunny yesterday as well, but today seems to be much better. Partly cloudy conditions. A little bit of bounce. Talking about the weather, at least for this match, there's no threat of rain. Nice, sunny, warm, 23 degrees. Slow one, and again a very good ball. This time missed the inside edge. ꜱᴇᴛ is the bowler. 219 matches, 158 wickets. Best figures. 5-4 for 22 runs. This time he found the gap between the leg side fielders, both the square leg and mid wicket. The mid wicket fielder was at deep earlier on the second ball. The problem with that was the line of the ball. Tried much better. The first two balls was bowling out of off stump, and the third one pitched it in the middle and leg, and Jagdish sent it to the boundary on the leg side. Now ꜱᴇᴛ is on strike, long on and long off. The point fielder comes into the circle. Better line again. Unexpected bounce. So very good bowling. Good comeback by ꜱᴇᴛ. Apart from that boundary, the third ball of the over. The rest of the over was excellent. Just the tap. ꜱᴇᴛ will keep the strike. 2 overs completed, 11 for no loss. It's a good start by second innings DC so far. All this time it's high in the air. It goes very high, but not much of a distance. Just a couple of bounces to a boundary. Second boundary for ꜱᴛ. It's almost like he was expecting that kind of ball. Beautifully played it onto the leg side. Next better line, and it was an opportunity. Such a disappointment for the keeper. He couldn't collect the ball cleanly, though he tried to do the stumping at the right moment. ꜱᴛ wanted to go for a big shot again, but this time it was out of off stump. A big swing, missed it completely. The keeper was very disappointed. there seems to be a little problem on the pitch. It's damp. This final match between ꜱ11 and second innings DC is supposed to happen early this month. And the match was also started so on 3rd July.
Hello.
That's a beautiful ball once again in swinger. ૱ is not giving much of a room onto the leg side this time, though they have an extra man. Oh, inside edge. Huge shout for LBW, but I'm sure there's some bat on it. It sounded like it's bat. Field change for Jagdish. Square leg fielder goes deep. Long off fielder comes in. It's a quick change of field. Ball goes straight to him. A chance of a run out. Oh! Once again, not a clean shot. A lot of miscommunication between the batters. Jagdish was not at all looking at Sachin, and he was already in the middle of the pitch, halfway. Throw was good, but it was direct to the keeper. It's a little higher. A lot of confusion from both sides, with the batters and the fielders. One more opportunity gone the drain. Oh, this time bowled him! A Yorker length, an excellent ball. ૱ got his man. It was an outswinger, and Sachin couldn't read it well. The first wicket falls for ꜱ11. 3 overs completed, 17 for 1. second innings DC have got the first wicket in the power play. A very good ball by both these bowlers. Short of a length. ꜱᴇᴛ is back for his second over. And Vamshi, the new batter, is off the mark of the first ball. An attacking batsman, 264 matches, 6,350 runs. The average is very good, just over 30.5. Oh, big appeal, big appeal. All sorts of things are happening in this match. A big shout for ꜱᴇᴜ, and then an overthrow. Jagdish was quick enough to call for the run. A slow one this time, again short pitch. It's going well so far for second innings DC. Should be a wide. The first loose ball from ꜱᴇᴛ. So as the first extra on the board. Another good bouncer. ꜱᴇᴛ is not going for the pace, the line in length, and also trying to get some bounce off the wicket. He's successful so far. He's getting enough bounce and not many runs that he has conceded. This time on the leg side, just a tap. Should it be off the bat? Yes, it is. The ꜱᴜ and no fine leg. First boundary for Vamshi, and he's off the mark. ꜱᴜnᴇ wanted to try something different, and in that he lost the line. Much better. Four overs completed, 25 for the loss of 1 wicket. Elite 11. ꜱᴜnᴇ 2 overs in 13 runs. And ฎ-Thakur started the innings and was a successful bowler. 2 overs, 11 runs. In the crease, Vamshi 4 of 2, and Jagdish, the opener, 11 of 13. ฎ-Thakur is back again for his third over. This time onto the leg side, going drifting down. Big wise. Wanted to continue keeping that pressure. Not enough runs on the board. Again onto the pads. Good energy. The movement is very good that the bowlers are getting from the pitch. In the air, it should be safe. There's no mid-on fielder. Vamshi couldn't connect it well. He's lucky enough that it didn't go anywhere closer to the fielder. They're scoring in singles now. Excellent bowling by ૱ᴇᴜ so far. Back to the bowler. Dot balls. One more ball to go in ૱ᴇᴜ's over. A flighted one. Misfield. They should be getting another extra run. Five overs completed, 30 for 1. Vamshi 7 of 7 and Jagdish 12 of 15. It was miscued by Vamshi. The last ball of the over. However, they managed to get a couple of runs with that misfield. An excellent spell for ૱ᴜ so far. 3 overs, 15 runs only. And he got that wicket of the dangerous man. First change of bowling. Naresh Kaur is into the attack now. Right arm fast bowler. Very experienced. 398 matches. 341 wickets. A lot of field changes first time in this match. The third man goes out. Third man and deep square leg are the two fielders covering the boundary. This is the last over of the power play. Jagdish on strike and goes big, just away from mid-wicket fielder, and the bowler is greeted with a boundary. It's high time that Jagdish has to accelerate, and he did with the boundary. He moves to 16 of 16 balls. Oh! Sounded like there was a leg, but again, a very good ball. Excellent delivery this time. Bowling of the out of the off stump. That's the length he should be looking at in the slot. This time Jagdish played it well. The previous ball he wanted to go onto the leg side instead of driving it. Vamshi is back on strike. And again Vamshi also tried to play it across. Brilliant bowling by ꜱᴇᴏᴅ. It's all about the line and length. Tried again missed a little bit away from mid-wicket fielder, this time onto his left. Diving effort, but he couldn't reach it. Second boundary of the over, almost at the similar area. Fielders were thinking of the fielding change earlier before this ball to bring the third man into the circle and push the mid-wicket fielder. Onto the leg side again. It's away from the deep mid-wicket fielder, between the deep mid-wicket and the square. Back-to-back boundaries for Jagdish. Spoiled the over with those two deliveries at the end. You must be disappointed, ꜱᴇᴏᴅ. Good over for ɪɪṛɪＲɪ잃. 13 came of it. An expensive one so far in this match. 6 overs completed, 43 for 1.
$43.
And to my surprise, Raj Thakur is back again. Is finishing his spell completely. Started with a wide. Power play completed. And now more fielders covering the boundary now. Should be a couple. Very good running between the wickets by both these batsmen. That all the three fielders are covering the boundary at the leg side. Long gone, deep mid wicket, and deep square leg. And Jagdish saw that opportunity, just tapped it and snatched a couple of runs. Now a man comes in to save the singles. But again, this time it's in the gap. A lot of runs are coming for ɪɪṛɪɪṛ onto the leg side. And slowly the current run rate is also increasing. It's 7.42 now. Jagdish moved into his 20s. Singles and doubles are good for the scoreboard. This time it's at the offside. It's a man in the tee. Going for the second run, they will get it comfortably. ૱ᴍ who bowled very well the first 3 overs. He's the only wicket taker, and he wanted to come and take one more wicket. In the air, but over the fielder. A lot of running for these two batsmen. Last ball of the over. And fading on the ground, straight to the man at long off. Finished the over with a single. An expensive one for ૱ᴍ. 10 came off his over, his last over. 7 overs completed, 53 for 1. This is MVL Premier League Season 21. The final match is between ɪɪṛɪɪṛ and second innings DC. ɪɪṛɪɪṛ won the toss and opted to bat first. They've lost an opener, but now the run rate is increasing slowly. 7 overs completed, 53 for 1. Is back for his second over. Started with a wide. Has the pace. There's a lot of wind though. This time he's able to connect it, even though it was too wide again. They will get a single. He struggled a bit in the beginning of the innings, but now slowly he's making some runs. Again on the leg side between those two fielders at deep mid wicket. One more boundary. That area on the leg side seems to be very productive for these two batters. This is the fourth boundary from Wamshi's bat. He moves into his 20s now, 20 of 12 balls. This is the innings that Elite 11 required. And Wamshi is doing a very good job so far. The communication is improved. These two guys, Jagdish and Wamshi. A slow one, cut it straight to the man. A direct hit would have been disastrous for Wamshi. They're taking a run of every ball almost. This time they don't want to miss any opportunities. Seems to be one more expensive over. Still one more ball to go. 9 runs came out of this over. Inside edge this time. A single to finish the over, 10 of it. 8 overs completed, 63 for 1. Now the sun is out completely. It's bright and warm. Beautiful scenes at this beautiful ground, Raghavendra Sports Estate. One of the best equipped grounds in the Twin Cities. There are 4 cameras covering the 360-degree angle of the crown. This is the first ground which introduced 4 cameras. What a day to play the final match. Elite 11 to be good at this point of time. The current run rate is 7.88. Now spin is introduced, AK-47. Overthrows. Excellent running between the wickets. And Jagdish moves into his 30s now. He's talking about how he was struggling earlier in the initial overs. And this time too much width, and Pulled it away onto the onside. Another boundary for Jagdish. Played it with such an ease. Not enough pace in the ball. Short pitched. Jagdish had all the time in the world to play it in the
I don't know.
It's a much better line this time. Off stump. Played it long off for a single. 7 runs already. It's over. 2 more deliveries to go. Again on the leg side. Pitched middle and leg. Big swing. But he missed it completely. Wamshi must be disappointed. He will get a couple of runs. The placement is good. Because the long on fielder is much straighter. Played it between long on and deep mid wicket and completed the overs with a couple of runs. 9 overs completed, 72 for 1. Second innings DC is struggling a bit at the moment. They had a very successful power play, but slowly they're losing control and giving too many runs and giving opportunities for these two batsmen to build the partnership. Left arm medium pace bowler ꜱᴇᴜᴜ bowling around the wicket. 291 matches, 196 wicket hits. Economy is on the higher side though, it's close to 8. Wamshi is on strike. A very good fielding. Saved at least 1 run. At square leg. Running towards his left. Jagdish using his feet, but only managed to drive it to long on just for a single. It doesn't matter, even though they are getting some singles, they are also getting some boundaries often. A very good partnership so far. is worth of 60 runs for 41 balls. After the first wicket, both these batsmen this time in the air over the head of the covers fielder. The first boundary on the offside. A beautiful shot to end the over. Halfway through the innings, 10 overs completed, 81 for 1, and Vamshi moved to 30 in 19 deliveries, and Jagdish on the other end 38 in 33 deliveries. Abid Azharuddin gave 9 runs of its first over, and the other end ૱ᴇᴏᴜ also gave away 9 runs, and the current run rate is shooting up, 8.1 now. In the power play it was less than 6, so good comeback by ꫰11. It's a short break. We'll come back after this drink break. Welcome back to the finals of this MVL Premier League Season 21, and the match is between ꫰11 and second innings DC. ꫰11 have won the toss and opted to bat first. They've lost the first wicket during the power play, but later both these batsmen, Jagdish and Vamshi, rebuilt the innings and got some runs on board. Change of sides now. ꫰ᴇᴏᴜ is back for his second over. Oh, very good shot. Has he found the gap? Yes, perfect shot. Found the gap between the deep mid wicket and the square leg fielders. Jagdish is on fire now. He moves into 40s. 42 of 34. This is what happens. He balled too much wide this time. ꫰ᴇᴏᴜ. The bowler comes under pressure when it's being hit for the boundary of the first ball of the over. This time he played it on the offside. Beautiful shot. It is excellent, good-looking cover drive by Vamshi. Look at that, how easily he played it. Enough width and timing. Using his feet this time. But he found a man, and look at that, a lot many runs that they are leaking. Second innings DC in terms of overthrows. There was no run at all, and the throw wasn't good from the fielder. Short of a length. Long on fielder is straighter. Goes straight to him. Only a single. And look at Jagdish. It was going straight to the man at third man who was in the circle. So Jagdish. Change in the bowling, ꜱᴇᴏᴜ. Oh, should be out, should be out! The second wicket falls. Vamshi, he was doing very well so far. A premeditated shot. The first one he missed. Wanted to play it onside because there was no fine leg. He was lucky for the first delivery, but not at the second one. He tried to play it in the same way, missed it completely. And the second wicket goes for Elite 11, 93 for 2 in 11.2 overs. Finally, the partnership has been broken. The new bowler, the change of bowling worked for the second innings DC. ꜱᴇᴜ, a part-time bowler, right arm medium, 260 matches, 40 wickets. He was brought back at the right time, and he has done the job for his captain. Vamshi, who played very well, had to go 36 of 24 balls. And now the new man in is Dinesh Goud. 181 matches, 4,000, almost 5,000 runs, 4,500 runs. Current run rate is 8.17. Now this could be a turning point of the game. You have to wait and see whether it will go up or down. After that wicket, now Jagdish wanted to go for a big shot. And he connected it well this time. Very good fielding in the deep. Inside edge. Very unfortunate. Nobody can do anything about it. Lucky for the batsman, very unlucky for the bowler. Overs completed, 99 for 2. Little bit of stretching for Jagdish between the overs. Now ૱ᴇᴏ is back with his third over. All this time high in the air, man comes underneath it, but he put it down. And rubbing salt on the wound, he goes for a boundary. Abid fielding at deep mid-wicket, never seemed to be confident enough. It was a little away from him, tough chance. However, it could have been the turning point because it was by Jagdish and that boundary brings 100. Another shot, but this time played it on the ground. Keeps it to single. 104 for 2. And with that single, Jagdish has reached 50. All this time, what a shot! It's way too long, way too high. It's out of the park. What a cracking shot by ૱ᴇᴏᴏ, the first maximum of this match. That's all going good for Elite 11. Jagdish completed 50 of the previous ball and Dinesh has hit the first maximum of this innings. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Good comeback. Not giving too much width. Another one high in the air. Chance. Man comes underneath it and he takes it. ૱ᴇᴏ finally gets his man. ૱ᴇᴏ seems to be in a good touch. Unfortunately, he had to take the long walk back to the pavilion. He faced only 4 deliveries but made 11 runs. 110 for the loss of 2 wickets in 12.4 overs. Three wickets down for İİRİ11. That brings Shiva Gundra into the middle. 422 matches, 8,198 runs. He can play a long innings and he can play some big shots as well. Very well bowled. ૰AK47 finally completed his over with a single. 13 overs completed, 111 for 3. Khalid Qureshi is back again. Oh, piston middle and leg side, but it's off the bat, I guess. Yes, the runs are off the bat. He's going down the leg side with only a single. Just a couple of runs. Shot. The ground, straight to the man. Only for a single. That brings the new batsman Shiva to strike. Again goes down the leg side for a wide. The only line that he's struggling with, Khalid, at the moment. Ooh. So end of the bat. Not a good connection. Nevertheless, it's a dot ball. This time too much width of the offside, but they have the protection there. 6 men guarding the offside. Very good over so far. In the air, and it's gone. A big shot goes all the way for 6. And this is by Shiva
Gundra.
What a shot. Effortless. 14 overs completed, 1, 2, 3 for 3. Elite 11 is going good. The current run rate is still 8.79, even though they have lost a couple of wickets in a quick succession. This time again, high in the air, man comes and taken. Khalid, the man who turned the match with his bowling, and also now takes the catch. Safe hands. And to the disappointment of Elite 11, that's the wicket of Jagdish, the half centurion. ૱ᴍᴜ gets the second wicket. Jagdish caught out by Khalid Qureshi. A very good innings comes to an end. 55 of 45 deliveries. And the scoreboard looks much better, or I would say it's a good to look at. 1, 2, 3 for 4 in 14.1 overs. Good thing for Elite 11 is even though they are losing the wickets, they are maintaining the current run rate, a healthy one. Now the top order has fallen. Will this be the moment for second innings DC to come back? The new batter, Yash Singh Rajput. Shiva is on fire. He hit a beautiful 6 in the previous over. Now a boundary towards wide, long off. This is what I was talking about. Even though they are losing the wickets on one end, someone on the other end is making some runs, getting some boundaries and keeping this run rate going, and the scoreboard ticking. And look at the man at mid-off. It's almost straight. It's in the air. Of course, it's off a bounce. Last ball of the over. In the air, and the man comes in there, but it's away from him. The mid-off fielder is almost behind the bowler. 15 overs completed, 129 for the loss of 4 wickets. Elite 11. The current run rate is 8.6. 5 more overs to go in this innings. ૱ᴍᴜ finished his spell with 39 runs and, more importantly, a couple of wickets. back again for the third over. And look at that, the mid-off fielder is almost straighter. Oh, this time very nice flick. It's going for a boundary. No one is there. It's completely a vacant area. No fine leg. No square leg. And Khalid has been struggling to get that line. He has been bowling throughout his spell at middle and leg. And Shiva played it very fine. That was the second boundary for him. A big swing. It's just away from the off stump. Both the batsman and the keeper missed it. However, they will get a bite. There's no one in the circle to stop the singles. Very well bowled. Another inside edge, but this time they have the fielder, the fine leg.
हाँ भाई
Last ball of the over. And finished it with a single.
सर एक मिनट भाई
16 overs completed, 137 for the loss of 4 wickets. Shiva Kumra 17 of 11 and Yash Singh Rajput 3 of 3.
सर इनके बारे में क़ुरैशी के बारे में हाँ
बोला ना पहले. The man who changed the game in favor, or I would say the turning point of the game, with the wicket that he has taken.
क़ुरैशी
Is guarding the long ball reaching down. Has taken an excellent catch earlier. Left arm bowler Abid Azharuddin is back again. Started with a wide. This time played it over the head of the bowler, but only for a single.
అప్పుడు ఇలాగ 22
A Full toss this time. Attempted Yorker. It's away from the fielder at backward point. ���ᴇᴛᴇ seems to be in good form. The boundary number 3 for him. He moves quickly into 21. It's 20s now of 12 balls. And this is what Elite 11 needed. The strike rate of 117.5. Clever bowling. Abhi saw that the batsman was coming down the track, and look at this, one more extra run overthrow, a little bit of sloppy fielding, and Elite 11 players. Oh, it's very high in the air. Man is settling underneath it. It bounces out. The second catch of the match, which was put down. It should have been taken. ꜱᴇᴜᴅ is very disappointed, and so does everyone in the team. And look at this. Not enough power though. Just a single. Second innings DC. Must be disappointed with their fielding efforts. A little bit of misfielding again. And this batsman will snatch another run. (17 overs completed, 149 for the loss of 4 wickets. The current run rate of 8.76. The projected score is 175. Another expensive over from ꜱᴜᴅ. 12 came off the last over. ���ᴜᴅ 26 of 15, and Yash Singh Rajput 5 of 5. Three more overs to go. Seems to be difficult in the beginning to get some runs, but now the runs are flowing, and the running between the wickets were by Elite 11 batsmen is exceptional. With that single, it brings 150 for them. 150 for the loss of 4 wickets in 17.1. Faizan who bowled very well in the beginning of the innings. He comes back for his third over, and he's doing a good job so far, giving only a couple of runs. 2 singles. Slower delivery, bringing down the ground. bringing a lot of variation. That's how he controlled the flow of runs in the beginning of this innings. Bowling in the death overs. Not giving much width. Misfield again. And good running between the wicket continues for Elite 11 players. They're not missing any opportunity to smash the runs. It's high in the air and taken at deep mid wicket. And the man who's walking out is the dangerous man, Shiva Kundra. 29 of 17. Very unfortunate for him and Elite 11. Second innings DC seems to be back in the game again with some control in the death overs. Good over by Faizan so far. Only 5 deliveries. 5 runs he has given, and most importantly, he has taken the wicket. A deep mid wicket taken by Raj Thakur. 154 for 5 in 17.5 overs. Next batsman in the crease is Mutyam, 304 matches and 7,132 runs. Very well bowled. Finished the over with the dot ball. An excellent over from Faizan. 18 overs completed. 154 for 5. Bowling options they have left with is ꜱᴇᴜ. Faizan has 1 account, so he will be bowling the 20th over. Come on, Abid boy! Not very well connected, but they will get a couple of runs, but they have to hurry. Very good running by Mutyam. Oh, beautifully taken. It's a little away from the fielder at point. And meanwhile, they will get a couple of runs. Short pace, miss hit, but it will land safely, only for a single. Elite 11 is missing the hitters. On the offside again. Now this time he gets the boundary. Mutyam is off the mark with the boundary. Very well played. The timing is exceptional and the placement is perfect. 163 for 5 in 18.4 overs. 8 more deliveries to go in this innings.
Come on, boy.
175. That looked at the projected score earlier. It's wide at this point of the game. It was way too wider. It's appealing because the batsman moved out of his crease. A very good ball. Very good delivery, this one.
156. के बाद लास्ट है इंशाल्लाह आई ट्राई
Short one, missed time, and finish the over with a single. This 11 runs of the penultimate over. 165 for the loss of 5 wickets. Well, last over of this final match between Elite 11 and second innings DC, and it will be bowled by Faizan. Mutyam wanted to play it across, moved it completely towards the offside, but unable to connect it. Good for him. It went over the head of the keeper and got a couple of runs in terms of buys, but it doesn't matter. A good shot. A very good shot, high in the air, and got the distance as well. What a shot. First sixer for Mutyam. Faizan bowling all around the stumps. Pasted in the middle stump, and Mutyam connected it very well. Sixer towards the cow corner. Change of hands now. He's bowling over this wicket. It's a little away from the batsman, but well within the line. This time he played it on the offside. May not go for boundary. Good effort in the deep and restricted it to a couple of runs. Finally, they've reached the projected score 175 and 2 more deliveries left. 180 should be a good score. but they were able to manage only a single of this ball. And here goes the last ball of the first innings. A big swing, but missed it completely. What an over from ꜱᴇᴜᴜ. All sorts of things have happened in this innings. They picked the wicket off the last ball. ꜱᴇᴜᴜ finished his spell with a couple of wickets and 27 runs. At the end, Elite 11 have managed to get 176 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. This will be the innings break, but now the chase will begin after some time. Elite 11, after winning the toss, they have opted to bat and put a decent score on the board. Since the weather is changing, the sun is out and the pitch has hardened. We have to see how it behaves. This 176 enough for them to defend. Wait and see. We'll be back after this innings break. Welcome back to the final match of this MVL season 21. And the chase has just begun with a boundary. The match between second innings DC versus Elite 11. Elite 11 won the toss and elected to bat, and they have put 176 runs on the board. The second innings DC started their chase. ꜱᴇᴜᴅ and Dr. Syed Asif Ali are the openers. And Shiva Gundra is with the new ball. It was greeted with a boundary towards the offside. Misfield by the keeper. He couldn't collect the ball. There was a chance of an extra run, but ꜱᴇᴜᴅ was not interested. He didn't want to go for any risky one. And there goes the first wicket. The middle stump is uprooted. Shiva Gundra is with a magic ball. There seems to be some movement in swinger, and Zubair couldn't read it, and there was not enough bounce as well. The first wicket falls in the chase. And Shiva got the wicket. 4 deliveries were bowled, and they've got the wicket of ꜱᴇᴜᴅ, 4 for 1. Target of 177 doesn't seem to be a big one for Elite 11 because their bowling attack is very strong. And there's a slip in place for the left-handed batsman. ꜱᴇᴜᴅ 291 matches, 9,150. Destructive batsman averaging 40 plus. And there he goes. The second ball that he faced. Cracking shot towards the offside. And he's off the mark. First over is completed, 8 for 1. Vamshi Krishna is sharing the new ball. 37 matches, 41 wickets. And Asif Ali is on strike for the first time, and he hit it hard. Very straight. Both the long on and long off positions are vacant because those fielders are in the 30-yard circle. A little bit of chase for the fielder. And these batsmen were able to get only a single. They are setting an attacking field here. There's a slip in place. Six men are in the 30-yard circle on the offside. Misfield. We have seen there were a lot of misfields and overthrows in the previous innings of Elite 11. And it seems to be the same with the second innings as well. Played it on the leg side this time. The fielder is in the 30-yard circle. He goes for a boundary. The square leg fielder, it's a little away from him. First boundary for Asif Ali. First boundary of this over. Better line this time away from the off stump. Played it on the ground for a single. They need a partnership. They have already lost a wicket in the power play. It's only the second over. Again, the wrong line and punished. Second innings bowlers are leaking runs. And both these batters are utilizing this opportunity to get the boundaries. All their field is set majorly on the offside, but look at that, they are bowling on the middle end leg. This is much better. It's the line that made the difference. 2 overs completed, 19 for 1. Asif Ali is on strike. It's a good start of the over by Shiva. Not giving width and not bowling too much on the leg side. It's over the fielders now and gone for a boundary this time. It doesn't matter whether the bowler is bowling on the leg side or the off side. These batsmen are making boundaries count. Second boundary for Asif Ali. He's striking at 200. 5 balls and 10 runs. This time it's even wider. And a slower delivery. Good comeback after being hit for a boundary. And gone! Another wicket. Have you seen this? The middle stump is uprooted again in the similar fashion. Variation. Shiva, the wicket taker in both these wickets, are on his name now. The wickets are tumbling for second innings DC. Remember, we are still in the power play. And they've already lost a couple of wickets. 23 for 2 in 2.4 overs. Big shout for a leg before, but it was drifting down the leg side. New batter in ꜱᴍᴜ. .392 matches, over 10,000 runs. Again, it was going down the leg side. What an over this is. Only 4 runs and a wicket. 3 overs completed. 23 for 2. Krishna is back for his second over and started well. Abhiraj Rudin is now being watchful. They've lost a couple of wickets already in quick succession. But it doesn't matter. Now he also goes the aerial route. And it's gone all the way for 6. And it was straight to long off. He made some room for himself and used the pace of the ball. Connected it well, and the result is the maximum. This time he played it onto the ground towards leg side. There's a bit of chase, but eventually he had to give up. The fielder at mid-on. And he gets the boundary, ꜱᴇᴜᴜ. A maximum and a boundary back to back for second innings DC. This aggression is good for them, and they need to continue it. Oh, what a shot! It's very high in the air, but it doesn't get the distance. Only a couple of boundary bounces to the boundary. Or back-to-back boundaries for Azharuddin. He seems to be very dangerous in the middle at this point of time. The bowler is very much confused now where to bowl to him, because Azharuddin is taking the aerial route. Look at this, it's very high in the air, man coming underneath it, but it doesn't. He never seemed to be under control. He was running all over the place. At boundary number 3 in consecutive deliveries for Azharuddin. Destructive innings this is from Azharuddin. Still there's no change in the field, only long gone. This time again the bad line, treated with a maximum. What an innings this is from Azharuddin. Excellent over for second innings DC. A very expensive over. 24 came off the last over. And all the runs came in boundaries and maximums. Look at that. The over started with the dot ball. 0, 6, 4, 4, 4, and finished the over with the maximum again. Shri Krishna is very disappointed. Azharuddin is striking at 300. 33 of 11 deliveries. 5 boundaries and 2 sixes. The current run rate is 11.75. Again chance. Oh, it was a little short of the mid-off fielder. Good effort though. He was diving forward. It was a little short. That brings Azharuddin again into the strike. It's very high in the air again. Now two member coming underneath it and taken. An entertaining innings comes to an end, and Elite 11 players are delighted because we have seen in the previous over how he can turn the match, but unfortunately this time he mistimed it, miscued it, and he was taken at long off. And the man who has taken the wicket again, it's ꜱᴇᴜᴜ, third wicket for him. It was caught by Jagdish at long off. Azharuddin gone, 33 of 12 deliveries, and second innings DC, 48 for 3 in 4.2 overs. ���ᴜ, another very experienced batsman, 500 matches and over 15,000 runs. They've taken a single, and with the previous extras, the score is past 50 now. It's 51 for 3 in 4.4 overs. The current run rate is looking good, but unfortunately, the differentiating factor could be the number of wickets that they have lost. Now, it was a good ball. Previous one driven. Diving effort from the fielder, but they've got a single. Another brilliant over from ꜱᴜᴜᴜ has come to an end. 5 overs completed, 52 for the loss of 3 wickets. The current run rate is excellent, 10.4, and required run rate is 8.33. They still require 125 runs in 90 deliveries. Both these batters are pretty new. ���ᴜᴜᴜ has faced only 6 deliveries and made 2 runs. And ���ᴜᴜ has faced only 1 delivery and he was off the mark. Dinesh Goud is into the attack. The spin left And he found the gap. Excellent placement by ꜱᴇᴜ. Third man is in the circle. And no one is in the tee. ���ᴜ is the wicket-taking bowler of their side. There's a man in the deep. Should be a single. ���ᴜ 181 matches, and the number of wickets is 237. Flighted one, but and it's straight to the man. Now they want to check whether it's the height. Is it over the waist height? All sorts of things are happening in this final. Let's refer to the third umpire now. A lot of deliberations. I wanted to play it to the offside, but he found a man. ꜱᴜᴜ. Look at that in the middle, a lot of tension, eagerly waiting for the result of that delivery. Both these teams, both the batters and the fielding side. Now the umpire is going off the field just to check it, or I would say to double check it, because this could be the turning point. The game is at an interesting stage now. 120 runs required in 86 deliveries for second innings DC. They have a strong batting lineup. Nevertheless, there are 3 wickets down already, and if this wicket goes off, they could be in deep trouble. And finally, the result is here. It's not a no ball. It was a flighted delivery. It was tipping down. So that would be the wicket number 4. What a match it is. One more ball to go in this power play. 57 for 4. And Dinesh Gaur has got his man. $57 for 4, and one more delivery to go. Last wicket fall. The batsman was Dinesh Gaur. Caught at point by Sachin. And the new batsman coming in is Syed Hasham. 230 matches. Syed Hasham, popularly known as Ashu. 238 matches, 4,467 runs. Power play completed, 57 for the loss of 4 wickets. 120 more runs required in 84 deliveries. And change in the bowling attack. Right arm fast bowler Hari is coming in. He might be bowling the spin. Started with the dot ball. Good line. It's the line that is making the difference here. Because there's now this time on the leg side. Enough protection. On the leg side. Deep square leg and fine leg fielder are there. This was a quick one. Quicker ball. And he found a gap between the cow corner and deep mid wicket fielder. The second boundary for Raj Thakur. Man is on strike, ૱ஸாக்கூர். He could make a difference. This is a destroyer. Vacating the strike and taking a single up the last ball. And he will keep the strike. 7 overs completed, 64 for 4. ૰ᴰ is back for the second over. A lot of space on the leg side, which is the vacant area, and he deliberately played it towards the leg side and rushing back for the second run. And he got it successfully. There's no one to save singles on the leg side. 3 members guarding the boundary line. Long gone, deep mid wicket and deep square leg. This is much better ball. Now he's bowling according to the field. This time it's high in the air, chance! Oh, missed it! What a disappointment! It was into the hands of the fielder. He jumped it at the same time to collect the ball, couldn't hold on to it, and the ball bounced out of his hands and landed outside the boundary line. First maximum for ૱ஸாக்கூர். ૱ஸாக்கூர் moves into his 20s now, striking at 153.85. Just with the tap towards long gone. He takes a single. This is sensible batting. Second innings, DC desperately need a partnership if they want to win this game. This time, back-to-back dot balls to end this over. 8 overs completed, 73 for the loss of 4 wickets. Ashu 1 of 4 and ૱ஸாக்கூர் 21 of 14. Apart from that maximum, the previous over was excellent. 9 came of that over from ૰ᴰ. He bowled 2 overs, 1 for 14. And on the other end, Hari bowled 1 over and conceded 7 runs. And he's back for the second over. single. Early call from the non-striker. Strike rotation is very important to ease the pressure. They're dealing in singles now. It doesn't matter as long as they have this partnership going. It should be a couple of runs, but they should be settling for one. There's no run at all. There's a short cover is in place, and this time he played it over the covers fielder. But there's a man at deep. Only a single. A very good over comes to an end. Only 5 runs of it. 9 overs completed. 78 for the loss of 4 wickets. 99 more runs required in 66 deliveries. And this partnership is already worth of 21 of 19 deliveries. And they will win this match. Second innings would like this partnership to go on for a few more overs. Driven. A very nice cover drive for a single. Oh, it's low and the finger goes up. The partnership is broken. Very good bowling by Dinesh. Till now he was bowling out of off stump, and this time he bowled it on the pitch in the middle and off. It didn't bounce much. And Ashu wanted to play it across, missed it completely. Dinesh Gowd has his second wicket. Ashu is out. LBW for 3 runs of 7 deliveries. 5th wicket falls for second innings DC. Half their batsmen are in the pavilion. Still close to 100 runs required to win this game. New batsman is Faizan. 219 matches, 3,848 runs. is on strike. Second innings, these batters are struggling to play the spin. Out. This time it's outside edge and there's a misfield. ꜱᴇᴛ is off the mark with the boundary. Last ball. The keeper is very quick. A big swing by ꜱᴇᴛ. And in a millisecond, the keeper grabbed the ball and the bail's out. Referred to the third umpire. Meanwhile, the players will be taking the drinks break. Well, that's the result. It's a not out. ꜱᴇᴛ held his ground. So halfway through the innings, 10 overs completed, 83 for the loss of 5 wickets. 94 runs required in 61 deliveries, or 60 deliveries now.
Live lo చూపియలేదు.
back for the third over. This time he played onto the onside. Backward square leg. Couple of runs for ꜱᴇᴜ. What a shot. Look at that, that's the timing and the connection, the sweet sound of the bat. Now he's taking the responsibility onto his shoulders to get some boundaries and make some runs for his team. ꜱᴜ. Good running, early call from ꜱᴜᴜ. And it's a good single. Now played it into in between the fielders and long chase doesn't work. Another boundary in this over. A productive over for second innings DC. Very well guided towards deep backward point. First boundary, no, second boundary for ꜱᴜᴜ. Now again a big shot, but the fielder will not be able to stop it. Back-to-back boundaries to end this over. 15 came off this over. 98 for 5. 11 overs completed, still 79 required in 54 deliveries. Misfield again, started with the boundary.
Hello?
And look at that, now the boundaries are pouring for second innings DC. Both these batters, ꜱᴜᴜ and ꜱᴜᴜ, are dealing in boundaries. New bowler, Yash Singh Rajput. He started his over with the boundary, and this is the second one. Only 3 deliveries are done now. And in this over itself, the scoreboard has moved to 100. It's over 100 now. (107) for the loss of 5 wickets. Even though they have lost wickets in regular intervals, they make sure the run rate doesn't go down. So the current run rate is 9.3 and the required run rate is 8.24. It was almost at the same level in the beginning of the innings. (70) required in 51. Now Yash is going around the wicket. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Back-to-back boundaries for ꜱᴇᴜᴜ. And look at the crowd. The teammates are going. They're cheering for the batters here. Second innings DC team is very much confident because their batting lineup works deep. Very well played. ꜱᴇᴜᴜ moved into 20s with a strike rate of 233. And on the other end, Raj. Oh, brilliantly played. Brilliant. A loose ball, a full toss on the leg stump. And Raj Thakur simply guided it towards fine leg. Another expensive over of this innings. Started with a boundary and finished with one. 18 runs came in that over. 12 overs completed, 116 for 5. And for the first time, the required run rate has come down to 7.63. It's under 8 now. Now right arm leg break, bowler Vamshi has brought into the attack. He had a good innings with the bat. Now it's time for him to showcase his skills with the ball. Flighted one, straight to the man, a little bit of fumble. That fumble. This time driven to long on for a single. It's a very good partnership. A flighted delivery. Now they are in no rush to go for extra runs. They could have gone for the second run. Looks like they are a little tired and don't want to take risk. That's because they will play like this. Tries to deal in boundaries, but there's a man at deep. So it will be a couple of runs. This one is wide down the leg side. Another flighted delivery. This time he found the gap. Raj Thakur. What a shot. The covers fielder. It's out of reach for him. He's at 48 now. And it's in the air. In the gap. They will go for the second one. That brings 50 for Raj Thakur in 30 deliveries, 6 boundaries and 1 maximum. What an innings. And this partnership is worth of 49 in 22 runs, 22 deliveries.
49-42.
Still 49 required in 42 deliveries. $50 runs for Raj Thakur. The required run rate has come down even further. It's exactly 7 now. This is what I was talking about. They have a strong batting lineup. Even though they've lost a few wickets in the power play itself, they made sure the required run rate doesn't go up. They kept on that acceleration and put the pressure back onto the bowlers. 128 for the loss of 5 wickets in 13 overs. Here goes the first ball of the 14 overs, and this time again Faizan found the gap towards deep extra cover. My bad, it was towards the backward point. And Shiva is back for his final over. He has taken a wicket in each over in his first 3 overs. Good comeback by Shiva after being hit for a boundary. .43 needed in 38. Oh, chance. No. Just short of the fielder there, the third man. Very well bowled. Shiva finished his spell for 4 overs. And he has conceded 22 runs and taken 3 wickets, that too in the power play. 14 overs completed, 135 for 5. 42 required in 36 deliveries now. Partnership is worth of 56 in 28 deliveries. ���ᴇᴜ 51 of 32 and ꜱᴇᴜᴅ 29 of 15. Vamshi is back to ball the 15th over. He was a little expensive of his first one. Considered 12. Mistimed it, but he will get a single. ���ᴜᴜ. Oh, it was ꜱᴜᴜ and Raj is on strike now. Misfield. That covers. Good effort to stop that ball. Vamshi. Even the non-striker appreciates his efforts. It's a very good team. Good sportsmanship. Back-to-back dot balls. A flighted delivery this time. That gives him too much time, and this time he played it towards deep extra cover. And this time even a powerful hit, but straight to the man. Vamshi finally gets the man.
Mutyam. Mutyam.
Mutyam is a fielder. At deep point, ꜱᴜᴜ finally departs. 34 of 19 with the help of 7 boundaries. What an innings. Finally, the partnership of 62 is broken. 15 overs completed, 141 for the loss of 6 wickets. 36 runs required in the last 5 overs. Another dangerous man comes into the crease. AK-47, 556 matches, 11,807 runs. The match is slowly slipping away from Elite 11's hands. A quick single, good running by AK. ���ᴜᴜ 53 of 34. AK is off the mark with the single. Dinesh Goud in the air for a short period of time, but there's no one in the circle. Just a single. Sliced it. And takes a quick single.
Hello.
Again, this time, this is the favorite area of Raj Thakur. He has already got a few boundaries in that region. Extra covered. "16 overs completed, 149 for 6. Raj Thakur 58 of 36 and AK 2 of 3. 28 runs more required in 24. It's well within their hands. Second innings, they are in the driving seat right now. Required run rate is 7. Elite 11 need a couple more wickets to get back into this game. So this is Vamshi's time now. Flight to delivery. Played it straight to Chaggu. It's long gone. Change in the field. They have more on the onside. A flight to delivery. Oh, what an effort, but it's away from the fielder and gives him another boundary for Raj Thakur. Deep extra cover. Flighted delivery, too much of width. It was an invite for the batsman, and he has got it. 150 up with that boundary. Another flighted delivery, but this time the line is much better because it didn't give too much width. $155 for 6 in 16.3. Now the required run rate is almost run a ball. Too much width again. Cut it hard for a single. Only 21 required in 20 now. The deep extra cover fielder is coming back again into the circle. Last ball. Played it on to the onside. AK wanted to go for the second run, but Raj wants to keep the strike. 17 overs completed, 157 for 6. $20 in 18. This is the final match in the tournament, MVL Premier League Season 21. It was interesting in the power play. because second innings has lost so many wickets. Yash Singh is back again. He was very expensive with his first over. In the air, but it goes all the way. What a shot by AK. ꜱᴇᴄᴏ, who was guarding the boundary line there, didn't have a chance. This time he couldn't connect well, and that's very disappointed AK. For the first time, the required run rate has come down. They've run a ball now. 13 needed in 15. It looks like the elite 11 were in the game only during the power play. Going towards the backward point for a single. After the power play, it's completely second innings. Second inning DC's show it was. "18 overs completed, 166 for 6. Only 11 runs required in the last 2. And in the crease, both the dangerous batsmen are there, AK and Raj Thakur. And he goes big, but there are 2 fielders. A good running by AK. Raj wanted to settle for 1. A flight to delivery, high in the air, nobody is there. Obviously it will be safe. And goes for boundary now. Boundary number 9 for Raj Thakur. 72 of 44 deliveries. And now only 5 needed. What a shot, this could be the winning shot. No, it's a catch. A good catch at the deep. AK wanted to finish the game, but he found a man at deep mid wicket. Wicket number 7 falls. but they are almost at the winning line. Second innings DC. Only 3 runs required in 8 deliveries. Of course, anything could happen in the game of cricket, unless there is a miracle now. It's very difficult for Elite 11 to win this game. 3 required now. New batter Khalid Qureshi, the right-handed batsman, over 260 matches. This is what he can do. Now they need only 1 run to level the scores and 1 more to win this game in 6 deliveries. 19 overs completed, 175 for 7. And it's all in the hands of Hari now. Started with the dot ball. Very tight fielding now. But they have taken a quick single. Khalid. Now Raj is on strike. He has done an excellent job for his team. Will he play it? And he will! He finished the match with a boundary. Second innings DC have won the MVL Season 21 Cup. And the man of the hour, Raj Thakur, 76 of 46 deliveries with the help of 10 boundaries and 1 6. What a match it has been. The final match between Elite 11 and second innings DC. They have put only 176. Elite 11 after winning the toss and opted to bat. For sure they were short 20 runs. In second innings DC have chased this total with 3 balls to spare. Winner of MVL Premier League Season 21. Second innings DC.